Over 2,000 Ghanaians are said to be living with cataracts, with doctors very much concerned about the lack of specialists to conduct the needed surgeries for patients in the wake of increasing numbers. Well, we'll give you details of the stories as hundreds undergo surgery in the northern region. And in business, investors are reacting to financial performance of bank listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Stay for details. In world news, 8 people killed by gunman in Texas mall shooting. We have details of that story, plus sports coming up in the next 30 minutes. Do stay. Thanks for choosing us. We are your home of independent, fearless, and credible journalism. Let's start off with former President John Dramani Mahama, who has promised to establish farmer service centers in all districts across the country should the NDC win power in the year 2024. John Dramani Mahama made this known as he spoke to party members in Woolensey during his tour of the northern region. Well, the former president says the initiative will help provide farming inputs to local farmers in a bid to improve the livelihood of farmers. There's more.
Already all the predictions are showing that every year the Economics Intelligence Unit releases a report, and they have a portion they call Election Watch. And so this year's report in the Election Watch column, they predicted that NDC will win the 2024 election. And it's my hope that we're going to work hard so that when next year's report comes, it will confirm that prediction that 2024 election NDC is going to win. So let's remain united, because united we stand, divided we fall. In unity lies strength. And if we are united as Woolensey constituency, nobody can defeat NDC in this constituency. I know most people here are farmers. Kokwa banyete. Pompo nyem fertilizer. Alaka bokwa fertilizer pie. Ala. You could even me because you could do that. NDC is coming. We're coming to establish in every district a farmer service center. If you want your fertilizer, you'll get it there. You want a tractor to plow for you, you'll get it there. You want a harrow, you'll get it there. Anything a farmer needs to work, you'll get it there. If you don't have money, it doesn't matter. They'll record it. Then when you harvest and you sell, then the debt at the farmer service center, you go and pay. That's all. And then you prepare for next year. So thank you very much. I'll leave my talk here, and may God richly bless you.
Well, we are your election headquarters, and we'll be bringing you up to speed with the NDC primaries. Let's see who tends to lead the party in the upcoming 2024 elections. Well, let's move on. The Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces has warned its officers against engaging in illegal activities that will negatively affect the image of the force. Chief Operating Officer, Colonel Henry Ansah Akrofi says the command is ready to investigate and sanction officers found guilty. He spoke at the commissioning of a 20-bedroom accommodation for young soldiers at the complex barracks in Kumasi. Here's Nanaya Ojima with more.
In recent times, some allegations of misconduct have been leveled against some military officers. Though efforts have been made to deal with it, the command believes it is about time to step up measures to deal with it. Colonel Henry Ansah Akrofi is the Chief Operating Officer of the Central Command.
let me seize this opportunity to admonish our soldiers to desist from any form of illegalities that will bring the name of the Ghana Armed Forces into disrepute. Serious consequences are there for such infractions. When found guilty or culpable for any of these acts, you will be severely sanctioned. And finally, let me take this opportunity once again to highly commend you, the commanding officer, officers, defense, civilian staff of this great unit, for your continued effort in ensuring peace and security in this region, despite the numerous challenges that we are confronted with.
To solve accommodation challenges faced by young soldiers, a facility to accommodate 40 soldiers has been constructed at the complex barracks in Kumasi. The 4th Infantry Battalion was supported by some benevolent individuals and corporate institutions in building the facility. Commanding officer for the 4BN, Lieutenant Colonel Kwesi Waripepra, says the facility will be beneficial.
This structure was conceived early 2021, and with encouragement from my superiors, serious work has been done till date. It was constructed as part of measures to address accommodation challenges young soldiers face, especially after they pass out from training school. Young soldiers are very dear to commanders at all levels of the military hierarchy as they discharge lots of duties in various units. It is therefore imperative that they are given decent accommodation at all times. This structure, therefore, has been constructed to accommodate at least 40 young soldiers. It comprises of a 20-bedroom self-contained apartment, general kitchen, storerooms, and spacious balconies.
Let's talk about parliamentary affairs now. Member of Parliament for Asukwa constituency, Patricia PJ, is suggesting the adoption of a parliament solely constituted by women to address issues related to gender equality and women empowerment. Mr. PJ believes that the establishment of an exclusive women parliament, as seen in some countries, will help solicit ideas for gender parity and policies against women discrimination. There's more in the following report.
The Asukwa legislator observed many women in Ghana sparingly abreast themselves of parliamentary proceedings, which he believes hampers progress for women empowerment, economic and social policies for women. Patricia PJ says the institution of the Women Parliament would include representatives from various sectors of the economy to solicit recommendations and concerns to foster gender inclusion. Speaking at a town hall meeting in Kumasi, the lawmaker suggested the women's sitting could be run during Parliament's long recess to afford an opportunity to address gender-related issues.
The other way of looking at this issue is also to, as was done in Argentina, when they go into long recess, they organize parliamentary proceedings exclusively for women. You look at the interest of each of the women, and then they form the different committees, different sectors, and then we bring out the issues, relate, and then they come out with solutions. Like in the youth parliament, that has been introduced. If we have women's parliament, it will create awareness, it will develop interest, and also ensure that we progress whatever we are doing.
Gender parity and women empowerment have been topical issues in Ghana as many advocates push for women participation in political leadership. Parliamentary Network Africa, a civil society parliamentary monitoring organization, established the Gender Advocacy to Parliament in 2022, aimed at the adoption of laws and policies for promotion of social and economic progress of women. Executive Director of Parliamentary Network Africa, Sami Obeng, says the policy would facilitate in changing the gender status quo.
Under no circumstance have we had Parliament since 1960 have women cross the 15% mark. And that's a very big worry. The idea is that how do we all collectively promote even the women who are currently in Parliament, the good work that they are doing, so that people can know that X, Y, and Z, once they were empowered, they were able to have these excellent works going. That encourages other women to be selected. But it goes beyond just, us as citizens. It goes to the political parties. How do the advocacy go to the political parties to ensure that there will be some quota system for women? How do we ensure that there are affirmative action law, which must be passed to allow for some of these things? We have countries like Sierra Leone who in recent times have passed a gender empowerment act, which ensures that at every level there must be at least 30% representation in there.
The town hall meeting on gender advocacy to Parliament brought together stakeholders in the education, agricultural, health, lifestyle and livelihood support groups to dialogue on women empowerment and advocacy. For many of the women who gathered at the forum, implementation of recommendations and policies for women is much desired.
Say betimi abetena ha nei na ye the stamp basis to say ye adwuma no na wo metimi aboa yen a resource ye ama yetimi aye adwuma.
She says we have to be resourced to help address issues facing women in the communities. If we only come here and rant our troubles with nothing being done, then every effort is pointless.
Anya sa de a ye beko ye beba ye be ne nam honom sa ye wi a resource ni nyina ye nil.
For JoyNews, Emmanuel Bright Kweku reporting.
About 200,000 people are living with cataract in Ghana. The situation, according to an ophthalmologist, is increasing with inadequate specialists to conduct the necessary surgeries for persons suffering from the disease. Well, director of a non-profit US-based organization, Daybreak Vision Project, Dr. Akwesi Ahmed, made the new revelation when he led a team of doctors, nurses and volunteers as well as fundraisers to conduct a free cataract surgery for more than 700 people in the north. There's more in this report by our Upper West Regional correspondent, Rafiq Salam.
The number of persons in the country to have been blinded by cataract in Ghana is estimated to be over 200,000. The disease is therefore arguably the leading cause of blindness in the country. A survey conducted by the Ghana Health Service in collaboration with other development partners between 2015 and 2017 pegged the percentage of cases of persons who became blind as a result of cataract at 54.8. However, cataract is treatable by the ophthalmologists to perform the surgeries to cure it are few in the country, and almost all of them are located in the southern Gulf of the country. Persons who contracted a disease and based in the northern belt of the country have to leave their comfort zone and travel to the south in order for them to acquire the services at a huge cost. The poverty level of the people is a major hindrance, as majority cannot shoulder the huge transportation and surgery costs. They rather prefer to stay and live at home with the disease than the consequences. There is, however, light at the end of the tunnel for them. Daybreak Vision Project, a United States of America-based non-profit organization whose mission is to provide sight-restoring cataract surgeries with funding from Live Vision Technologies, has come to their rescue. Dr. Akwesi Ahmed is the country director and board member of Daybreak Vision Project.
There's a high burden of cataract. The patients cannot afford. And so what we do is we come in, we screen the patient, we go to the communities, we identify all these patients, we transport them to the surgery center, which in this case is Laura and St. Joseph's and Nandom and the Y Regional. We transport them for free, we do the surgery for free, we give them medication for free, we feed them for free, we accommodate them for free, and then we take them back for free. So the whole idea is that for patients that are blind or they have visual impairment, Daybreak comes in with support from numerous partners, and then we alleviate the problems that our people have.
Co-founder and Chief Executive Officer of Daybreak Vision Project, Dr. John Willen, noted that there is a huge burden of cataract in Ghana, and hence the need for a couple of strategies to be put in place to deal with it.
One, increased awareness among the people that high-quality cataract surgery is available and that it can be a life-changing procedure. The procedure itself takes about 10 minutes, and we can do it at a very low cost. And it's something where, again, overnight, people can regain their sight and be able to get back to providing for themselves and living their lives. And so, as Dr. Ahmed rightly said, there's a huge burden of blindness in Ghana, somewhere around 200,000 people blind from Ghana, and if you expand that to visually impaired, that number increases dramatically.
The team later rolled out of the hospital and had audience with the Upper West Regional Minister, Dr. Hafiz bin Sali.
Once you lose your sight, you lose almost everything. So for you to put in place measures that will ensure that people regain their sight, people improve upon their sight, is welcome.
The week-long outreach program attracted more than 700 persons to the Upper West Regional and St. Teresa's hospitals, where they had successful surgeries on their eyes.
We took off the patches today, and in fact the patients are excited. We have a patient who was blind and completely blind in one eye because he was hit by an instrument, I think, whilst farming. The other eye also had some scarring. This woman has been in her house for about 6 years. She's not been able to farm, she's not been able to go out. She has one of the children staying with her in the house. And so we took a chance to do it. And today the woman, we took off the patch, she was so excited, she got up dancing. And that's the kind of impact. In fact, we have a team of about 25 volunteers from the US. They are supporting us with these surgeries, and the excitement is enormous. We have so many people from outside the region, from Kumasi, that are coming into support. In total, we have a team of over 50 people that have come to make this a reality.
Some of the beneficiaries shared their thoughts. I was not able to see with both eyes. Thank God, after the surgery, I'm not seeing well. I was not able to see before the surgery, but now I'm seeing clearly. You are three standing here, including my son, making four. It used to appear as if the clouds had formed for the rains to come, but it's not the case now. Equally happy about the services rendered is the medical director of the Upper West Regional Hospital, Dr. Robert Amesia.
So they have come, and the numbers, even though they have not ended the outreach yet, they are almost hitting 500 patients who have had eye problems requiring surgery. So I can see it has been a very successful visit, and many people have benefited from it.
Though the team was not able to break the record of 1,000 surgeries conducted last year in Tamale, deep in their hearts, they are happy with the positive impact they have made in the lives of each of the 700 persons that they perform surgeries on.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow!
That is all what I want to hear. We're taking a break. We'll be back with Business Tuesday. Thanks for staying with us. Now, investors in Ghana's stock exchange have begun reacting to the recent 2022 financial audited accounts of various banks in the country. Now, most of the banks that released their reports indicated some losses as a result of their participation in the domestic debt exchange program. Now, according to Ghana Stock Exchange, in its summary of performances for the month of April, both the fixed income and stock index market recorded losses of about 14%. There's more in this report.
The GSE Financial Stock Index lost about 48 points to extend the year-to-date losses to 14.34% in response to the latest round of audited full year 2022 results and unaudited Q1 2023 figures released by major banks. The summary April result by Ghana Stock Exchange, Benso Oil Palm Plantation, Unilever, GCB Bank, MTN Ghana and Goil make up the top 5 price gainers of the month despite a decline in general performance. The GCE's fixed income market ended April 2023 with 5.71 billion in volume traded, up 2.51% from the previous month but down 67.88% from the same time in 2022. Volume and value traded were 5,543,856 and 7,350,977 cedis 28 pesos respectively, both down by over 90% compared to the same period last year.
And of course, that's how we wrap up the bulletin here on Joy News Prime. For more news, please log on to myjoyonline.com. I am Fostina Sarfo. Have a pleasant evening.